Hey, Billy.
How you doing?
All right.
What's the hot weather on the phone?
Did you read the details before you installed it?
I tried to and
Oh,
and I thought I'd go ahead and close the phone and put my all the other stuff going in there and going in there. I just want to go and take out and talk to my phone. That's all I need to
okay,
do.
but there's other people out there that want this stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If you don't want it, like don't bother worrying about it. Play your game. Go into your chat.
yeah.
Got your messages. That's it.
I thought I was going out football and all that stuff. Yeah, good. They just keep adding all these other little things that are not important to the game, really.
Well, it is for some, Billy. You know, PlayStation's not just meant for the one.
No, it's true,
You
but
know,
why don't they just want to get on and play their games instead of all this other stuff?
because why do people do broadcasts and they don't broadcast games? They broadcast themselves sitting there eating, watching TV. You know what I mean? There's a whole different mindset out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there we are. Not a bad day today, a bit windy. I've just done the second line of the 2G24 out. I've had two on it and I had 96 on the other. Are you up to anything at the moment?
Well, I'm on the laptop right now, Billy.
Oh, oh did you get my
Yes, I
email?
got your email.
Oh, good. Well, I just phoned you. You asked me to send you that.
Yeah, and it was there. I just hadn't got around to it yet.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why I just said to you, have you got it now? Okay.
Tried joining your chat room and it kept coming up as an error.
Did it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's find a course. Let's go with pucks.
Yeah. Right.
I'm going with pucks 18 hole.
That's an option.
He plays, he got an 8.2 rating.
Did you get that coming up the top from last time?
Yeah. Thought you didn't like that.
What?
Thought you didn't like the new update. Oh, this is going to
I
be
was
brutal.
replying to I was replying to her invitation. So I don't know what it was.
This is going to be tough. 14-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not in the mood for that today.
What about everything on there? Will it be the same?
I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's
I haven't played in one bit.
see. Well, we'll go off on the front. Do the front nine first. Well, it should be the same. No, 6.
Oh, that's fine.
Streaming this on YouTube. Picture looks a lot better
Yeah.
than it does on Twitch. Well, what's happening, Milt?
You suck. Just 'cause it was 10-mile-an-hour winds, you quit. You
No, it
suck.
wasn't 10, man. It was 14. How's the YouTube picture look?
Oh, is that where this is coming?
Yeah, I put it through the YouTube. I got it on the laptop. Looks all right. But if I guess you're on the PlayStation, what does it look like?
It looks okay.
Yeah.
Uh, it looks okay. It started out blurry, but then it kind of straightened itself out a little.
Yeah. Well, they started off in medium HD when I went to go start it up on YouTube, but I moved it up to best, so it might take a second to, I don't know, sync up. I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, that. Is it on there? Oh, there you go. Yeah, something.
What do you mean?
We're usually on there.
What do you mean it's stuck? Yeah, it does look like it's stuck, doesn't it? Oh, there he's moving his
Yeah,
club now.
yeah. Coming up.
You know, I'm watching the game, see how he moves the club.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy right now.
Is it? Hmm.
Yeah, it's like it.
What's that, Billy?
Have you got me on?
Yeah. How,
Yeah,
how's the project cars going?
good. I almost gotten all my pictures except for that one that I think I can't because I think the ink's broken.
Why?
Well, there's two of them. One of them people have said is broken, which is the one where you do the community events.
Yeah.
They say that you're supposed to get 20 of them, and they say that people have gotten 20, and they didn't pop them. And then I've got one where I did. You're supposed to do 20. Uh, well, win 20 races at a location, which right now, for lack of a better, well, is Le Mans for me because they are Le Mans, so that made it my favorite course.
Yeah.
Uh, and so I did 20 races there, just one lap races against one AI opponent, and also I'd already done some other stuff at Le Mans, and it didn't pop for me. So, and then I was looking online, and some other guy So I was thinking maybe I'll try creating a second user, a second character within the game itself after I finish some of the other career stuff for the first character. See if he starts fresh, if I can get it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened there? Excuse me.
Where? Oh, somebody sent a message.
Oh, 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 nothing
It
there.
was, it was scruffy.
So I was playing last night, racing, online.
Yep.
So I set up a race there with F, FA, can't be F1, but it has to be FA, and put full damage on and open mechanical failure.
Yeah.
And so these guys, every once in a while I get a couple of guys to join and drive and stuff. I'm sitting there watching them. They're playing, and all of a sudden, I'm behind the guys in second place or third place. How many you put down and guys join? And then all of a sudden, I'm in first place because they all quit. comes back out. He goes around one lap, and right about when he's coming out, I go in to fix my car, and so I come back out. He goes around one lap, and on the next lap, he hits something again, so he's got to go back into the pit. I keep going. He comes out of there, comes around, he hits something else. He's got to go back into the pit. I see him come down off that one corner, it was at Catalunya,
Yeah.
the paint. And he comes down, and there's that little paint up there before you get to the straight stretch on that starting track. And he crashes into something on there, and he ends up backing up on the on the thing to go back into the pits to get his car fixed. And comes back out. He's racing like hell to catch up to me. He's already a lap down, though. He doesn't even know that. But he's racing like hell to catch up to me. And as we go about the last lap, I'm on the ninth lap, he's on the eighth. As we come down to the cane again, he hits the side on one side, and it throws his car over the other and smashes it into the wall. You can see these parts fly all away from the car and shit. Pretty split at that point. We only had 2 more laps to go. Actually, only had 1 more. No, it's 2 more. It
Nice.
was funny. Next time I want to go back and watch the replay just to see what happened to him.
Man, I wish you get back into this game. I really do.
I don't know. I might try it one of these days again, but I don't know. I just can't. I don't like it. If they would do something, I still can't read half the shit on the screen.
That's why you got to blow up.
Yeah, yeah, you can't do that with now that you're broadcasting.
Oh, that's right. Can't do it when you're broadcasting. But how often do we broadcast?
Well, not a lot, but I mean, still, it's not so much sound. It's just you can do the blow up thing. But I mean, when we were at the menu there,
Yeah.
I couldn't read anything hardly at all on that menu. But it's like,
Oh, the main menu, yeah.
yeah.
I know Scotty's been playing it quite a bit.
Well, actually, I'm surprised he wasn't here playing with me because I thought with it was again, he's online playing.
Well, when I went into the active friends,
Yeah.
right, to send out invites, I got Billy, I got Scruffy, I got Colin, I got Dark, and that's it. I don't see Scotty's name on the active friends right now.
Well, he was on there just a little while ago.
Uh, oh yeah, I seen him in there. He was playing one of the courses that we played last night. So October 8th, you gonna get the beta for Star Wars?
There was data for service on
Yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah, it's supposed to be coming out October 8th. I believe I read.
Is that if you pre-order it?
No, well, just
No,
said,
they're gonna have a beta, open beta.
as far as I know.
Huh. Oh yeah, I downloaded it. I have an open beta.
I didn't see anything there for pre-orders.
Well, usually pre-order stuff like you can do the Rainbow, Tom Clancy's Rainbow,
Rainbow Six.
yeah, Rainbow Six Siege,
Yeah.
and if you pre-order it, then you can download their beta, which is going on right now, or was going on.
Well, it probably goes on for about a month because I know that Star Wars isn't out till November 17th.
Oh really? I thought it was on October.
No, officials November 17th, I believe I saw.
But if you go back and look at the beta that they did for Destiny when you pre-ordered it,
Yeah.
the beta only lasts like a weekend.
Oh, I don't know. What's the 8th? That's a Thursday.
Yeah, so I bet it would only last for a weekend.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I might give it a shot. I took Destiny right off
Yeah,
my system, eh?
did you?
Delete. Done.
I still have it. I downloaded. I even checked out, made sure that it was still working after I got the last update.
Yeah, but you can't do nightfalls or shit like that because you need the taken.
Yeah, I finally had the news that I don't give a shit. I don't think I'd buy it now, even if they cut the price in half, because I go in with my business conscience, and you know how I have the one perk to increase the magazine
Yeah.
size? It doesn't. It's not working. It's
No, it
small.
doesn't.
So,
It doesn't increase the magazine size anymore. It increases your reserve.
oh God.
Yeah, I found that out too because I had the Field Scout on one of them, and I was playing with I think it was Al and Gibby, and that was just when that 17 gig update came out.
Yeah.
And I says, "What the hell happened to my Field Scout?" He says, "Oh, he says it goes to your reserve now." So I took it off and see what it was in the reserve when I filled
Yeah.
up, and then I put it back on, and yeah, the reserve piled up a little more. But the magazine
Oh,
size was just yeah, the magazine size was just standard.
what a bunch of assholes. I mean, I saw that, and then I also saw that, I was using the Gjallarhorn just to shoot at guys, blow them away.
Yeah,
And I swear, I don't know if this is right or not, but it looks like the Gjallarhorn only holds 6 rockets now.
yeah. Well, you probably don't have the perks on the armor anymore where you get to carry extra ammo.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I never really seen the perks for the armor.
yeah. Well, but I already had the perk for the armor to increase heavy weapon
Oh yeah,
stuff,
but
right?
there's new armor.
Yeah, there's new armor, so those perks don't apply to the old stuff.
Mm.
I've had it with me. That's just it. I'm never buying another Bungie game.
Well, that's why I said to Al, I says, I'm not going to get the Taken King because, I busted my hump for that year to get all that shit. And then, they come around and they just take it away. Oh, well, here's new stuff. Well, now, you know, the blue in the year two is better than your legendary in the year one. Like, really?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that. I was looking at that. What the fuck?
And the guys got up to 40 pretty quick, but, they had to get their light up.
Yeah,
I was watching some of these broadcasts there, well, oh yeah, come on and help. You got to be level, you got to have a light level of 290 first.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know.
I,
It
I
just
just,
irritated me.
I just gave up on Destiny. That's enough for me.
Yeah,
I've had my,
that's how I feel too.
had my fun, and now
Yeah,
it's over.
me too. Yeah, like I said, after I saw what I saw just after the update and stuff, I just said, I don't think I'd buy this ever again. I wouldn't buy Taken King even if they did lower the price
Thanks,
of it
Billy.
just because all the shit. It's just a bunch of fucking kids playing with you.
Yeah,
That's what bugs me about it. They're just fucking playing with your head, and I said, fuck this shit. I'm not paying $40 to have a fucking little turd
yeah.
play with my head.
But then you're gonna get 40 bucks, spend it for that, right? And then a few months down the road, they're gonna have probably another expansion pack for another 20, 25 bucks, right?
Yeah,
Am I gonna soak another $100 into this company? Let me think about that. No, because it's not worth the
yeah,
aggravation.
yeah. So that's the way I look at it too. Is hey, and like you said earlier, you humped your butt off to get get to where you were in that first year, and then for them just to throw all that away. To me, you remember I think I've said this before, but you remember Bad was once talking about the fact that, like GTA, he was pissed that they didn't let, or he was happy that they let you take your character from 4 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm, they're making me redo the whole shit again.
Yeah.
And it's not even fucking a new version. It's a DLC.
Yeah. And they let you take
I
your
mean, there's no,
character with the level 34,
there,
but the rest of it is completely gone.
yeah, and what you're taking isn't worth anything anyway.
Yeah.
You can't basically do anything. And they should have just said, here's your character. You can still keep your character, but everything is zero.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, buddy. Thanks, Bill. Oh well. Like I say, I've had enough of it. It's done.
Yeah, me too.
I'm over it. I'm looking for something else.
Well, that's what I was wondering about Rainbow Siege, but the only problem with Rainbow Siege is it's all online. And I know you sent that message to me about Metal Gear, but that's
Yeah.
all. There's nothing. That's not co-op.
No, it's not co-op, but that looks like a really good game. So does Mad Max. I've been watching some of the
Really?
streams. Yeah. Yeah. If you like that stealthy shit, right? Plus you got to find your dog, right? That D dog. Usually find it in the first mission, and it goes back, send it back to the base, and it grows up, and then it eventually goes on missions with you. And, you get this bitch called Quiet, right? She's a sniper.
Yeah.
You end up taking her, and then taking her back to your base, and then eventually she works with you. She like kind of like vanishes and disappears and shit. Eh?
Are you talking about Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah,
Oh, huh. I didn't watch it that much. I watched Express play it for a while when he was streaming it.
yeah,
Watched him get on his horse and ride a horse around and shit, but that was about it.
yeah. The Mad Max, that looks pretty cool. That's a pretty big open world. Looks like it's all of Australia for Christ's sakes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, take a look at the map, and you got so and so's territory and so and so's territory. You know,
Huh.
you work your way through them all. Right? But I think it would have been great if it was co-op, and that's what I'm looking for. A good co-op game.
Yeah,
Where you can do a story. The hell with this PvP shit. You know,
yeah.
if people get involved in this PvP, right? And next thing you know,
Yeah,
that's all the thing is concerned about is PvP. Destiny prime example.
yeah, yeah. Destiny's a good example, but even the Call of Duty and Battlefront, battle,
Battlefield.
Battlefield have always been that way themselves anyway. Basically you do a story, but then once the story's done, you're done. And any DLC that comes after it's always just new map for the PvP.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm wondering. That's why I was kind of wondering about Battlefront because they did say that some of the Battlefront stuff was co-op. So, but and then what is that new division? The Tom Clancy's division
Yeah.
that comes out in March, supposedly. Um, that sounded like it was co-op.
Um, I don't think they got any info up on it yet, like on the PlayStation.
Check this. Because I think that's the only way that I know about it.
Thanks, Billy. Yeah, I was talking to Baz yesterday. Um, he didn't realize that not all games require a PlayStation Plus membership.
Really?
I told him, he said, golf club. I said, you don't need a Plus membership for that. He says, what you got to do is you got to read it because they do that NHL 16. Nice putt, Billy.
Uh-huh.
And I went into that, and it said that a PlayStation Plus is required. I told him, unless it says that, I said, you don't need a Plus membership. Well, you might as well get it anyway. What the hell?
Yeah. You were saying Baz or
No, no, Baz.
Baz? Baz.
B-A-Z. Oh, I met a guy named Sonic Pan at the poker tables in Pure Hold'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, started chatting with him, and then his buddy Puck Sticks, who made this course here that we're playing. Got him added on my list. A couple of nice guys. One lives in Alberta, and
Oh,
the other one Arizona.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Puck Sticks, I take it from Alberta.
No, no, he's from Arizona.
No?
No,
Oh my God, the other way around.
yeah, and
I thought you, I thought you
and
said he.
he's a Leafs fan. Oh man, I got some
Whoa.
ribbon to do this year, boy.
Well, I saw you playing NHL. You were playing the
No,
NHL
not
game.
me,
Huh?
not me.
Yeah, Russ was.
No, no, I don't have NHL. I will not buy a sports game, brother. I'll give you that heads up right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You know, look what they did with Rory. I go in there, you're
What they did
lucky.
with Rory.
I go in there, you're lucky if one person's broadcasting it.
Yeah, it's actually I even got they had an update about well, it was the second update too after it come out, which was unusual.
Yeah,
Um, but they had an update about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago.
yeah,
I still haven't played it since then.
yeah.
Well, I didn't even play it when the update came out, so I don't even know what they did to it or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I figured if there was more online play going on, you'd probably see more streams.
Yeah,
You know, like this one here, word has it that the December update's going to contain the ability to play match and four ball and best ball and skins. You know what I mean? Online.
yeah, yeah,
And that's what I've been waiting for on this game.
yeah. Maybe when that comes out, I'll get back into it.
But it's a different type. I don't know. Somebody was trying to explain it to me. Something about, you know, you and your buddy go to the tee and then you can get a couple others to join you there or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And do the four ball and that. I don't know. It's not like a lobby type thing, I guess, where you know, like Tiger Woods had.
yeah. So how do you get the other two guys? You have to know somebody
I
that
don't
also wants to play at
I
the
don't
same
know.
time.
It's all you know. You probably get more information on it around the time when it's coming close, but
Yeah.
I'm just going by
So you
hearsay
don't
right
know
now.
yet.
Just going by hearsay, man.
You have
Take
somebody
that.
says on the forums or the.
I was talking to Scruffy and forget who else it was. Was it Beamer because we don't get along anymore. Or Richard.
Oh, you don't get along with Richard either.
No,
What's his name?
no, Stein.
Stein. I thought Beamer was playing private cards with like a couple of days ago or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Always put up these private chats, and you know, you get the bullshit that oh yeah, I look for you when you come on, and you know, send you an invite and whatever. Yeah, okay. Here I am playing the golf club, and next thing you know, boom, they both pop into the same course I'm on. No invite to the
Yeah.
private chat. So I sent him a fucking nasty little message. I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
You know, what's the sense in having people on your friends list? You know, I put that in quotes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Richard took me off, and then I took Dawn off because, well, how can I put this? Yeah, his head swelled up ever since he's become recognized for his courses, and, you know,
Yeah.
oh, recognized by HB, and now he's doing Pro T courses. He thinks he's just the leading edge of designers.
What's a what's per tee course?
It's something like the simulators use. It's a little shorter version of the course that you had.
Oh, huh.
Right. So yeah, his head just fucking swelled right up. Yeah, I guess him and Baz got into it there. Baz made this course, and this course is a gorgeous course. The only problem is it's got lots of stutters because he's added a lot of shit to it. But you know what?
Yeah,
It's a gorgeous looking course.
yeah.
You know.
Why is it stutter so much? I don't see anything in there.
Well, it's because all the additives that he had, right? He added trees, he added plants, he added grass, he added this, he added that. So the more stuff you add, the more the frame rate's gonna.
Individual elements.
Right.
So he
So
added individual trees as opposed to a whole bunch of trees in an area.
that's possible, yeah. I'm not sure on that point. But,
I thought they were going to fix that.
well, see, he did it up on the 18, right? And it took him about a month to do it. You know what? It came out really sweet. Like I say, I'd love to show you the 18 hole course on this,
That's cool job of it.
right? Um, so with the stuttering and that, I suggested to him, to get together with Beamer and, find out how to save it. But what he did is he published the 18, then he pulled it back. And then what he did is he removed the back 9, right? So he just published this here as the 9 holes. Right? Then he pulled it back again, and he took the front 9 off and published the back 9 separately. And to me, which is a good thing, because if they're going to be going to the online portion soon, it's good to have some 9 holers out there. Because a lot of people aren't going to want to play 18, right? Because it takes too long.
Yeah, especially if you're going to do um,
Like a 4 ball.
four ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, even a best ball, because a best ball goes to the end just taking the score, right? Where 4 ball, you could cut it off at 5 holes if you got, the ability to beat them 5 holes in a row.
yeah, but most people could play. I mean, on Tiger Woods, for instance, if you put a four ball up there that had 18 holes, most people wouldn't join it.
Yeah.
They'd only join the nine-hole one.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of times now that Billy, myself, Baz, and Mike get together at night, and all 4 of us play a turn-based stroke. It takes us about 2.5 hours, but you know what? We have fun. And that's what this game is all about.
Yeah.
Back to having a laugh. Look out for that rock. Hey! If you're still watching,
Yeah, it
you're
is.
still watching, you'll see this shot, man. Well, I'll tell you something. The delay going through YouTube, there's more delay on YouTube than there is on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah.
I see Billy sitting there looking at his shot. I will. I see it.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other
Yeah.
rock.
Oh, no,
Hey,
no,
look,
it's that
triple
rock.
shot.
Boing!
That's a cool shot, man. Yeah, that's the first. Yeah, I did that first. Well, what am I going to do next? I'm going to three shots. And I didn't grab the tag. I said, hit the bloody what? I got hurt. Oh, I didn't do it. I got the tag.
Shit.
So that is probably I see this. Yep.
Guys are hitting trees solid and everything, man. And I mean, like, you could probably see the indent on the ball on the tree. Yeah, good times. Haven't seen Rob come back yet. He must still be golfing or whatever.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I was surprised. I was thinking the other day. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten back yet because I thought they shut down that course in September
Oh,
for Labor Day.
all depends on the weather.
Yeah.
We're still getting half decent weather up here. There's nothing really dead. We just got some rain there yesterday, first time in, oh Christ, about a week or two.
Yeah. Yeah. We can help.
Yeah, but don't forget, majority of these systems come from the west,
Yeah.
right? So what we
True.
get is usually a day or two ahead of him.
Yeah. But
But
you're still going to get rain coming off the ocean too.
yeah, stuff coming up the eastern seaboard. Yeah.
But I was thinking about that what I had seen, and so I started thinking, I wonder if he's just not supposed to deal with a new player and he's playing with a new guy because he doesn't want to deal with you or me.
Well, that's possible.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
wish
give.
somebody would have said something. Something's froze.
What do you mean something's
Uh oh.
froze?
Huh?
What do you mean something's froze?
Oh, trying to get anything from you. Oh, something froze.
Um,
Sorry.
that's all right.
The other thing. The other thing.
Well, I'll do him the favor if I don't see him by the end of October, I'll just take him off the list. That way he doesn't have to worry about it. Yeah, end of October. You shouldn't be golfing out there at the end of October.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I thought that last year, or a couple of years ago, they both got first round.
Yeah, but
I know
then
there is weather break.
but then again, you know, even though he said about the frustration that you and I had with him, he had still been on playing Rory or whatever. So
Yeah,
he just hadn't come
played
around.
Rory, but not for very long.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since he played Rory. Like I was looking at his thing, and from what I can tell, he hasn't played since August 8th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, Billy. Yeah. Got some really nice courses on here now. Some people have done up. Colin Mafia did up TPC Boston 2015.
Oh yeah.
Good resemblance, man. Somebody's done up Pebble Beach. Good resemblance. Some of these guys are really getting into the, um, how can I put it,
Hmm.
remastering.
Yeah. Well, that's what I actually was hoping would happen when they first released this game, is that you'd see a lot of courses that look like courses we're familiar with.
Yeah,
And then you go and look at them, and you go, that doesn't look like the course that I know.
yeah,
Like
uh,
we played St. Andrews one time. Somebody had done a St. Andrews,
yeah.
and I think we all quit after the first hole.
Well,
They didn't look anything like it.
Alan, Alan. He's
Yeah, Alan.
he's done Turnberry Kintyre, which is a real course. Man, let me tell you, looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, plays well too.
Huh.
And there's other ones out there that have done a St. Andrews, and it's got a little better resemblance to the one than when we played it.
We're off track.
Yeah, didn't quite make it there. But nice thing too when they put the hole in the shadows, you can stick the flag in if you want.
Yeah.
I still think they need to make a whiter hole.
Yeah. I agree.
What can we do, man?
They
Maybe too
needed
much.
they needed to do that in several years, and people even asked them to do it. Make the hole wider so we can see it better.
Yeah, but my putting's not too bad lately.
Oh yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, it's coming up for Mills Visual now.
Okay.
Thanks. Taking my game to the next level. Yeah, it's funny when I was broadcasting on Twitch because I had banned Stein and Beamer on it. Eh? You get a viewer in there with no name, probably because they were banned. So like, why take me off your list and then come and watch my stream? You miss me? Oh, must be my tight band somewhere. Hold on a minute. Let me change.
How do you know who's on your screen?
On Twitch, you could pull up a viewer list,
Um,
like on the laptop. Yeah.
oh, oh, it's probably not on the iPad.
Well, I don't know. You got a chat bar in there?
Yeah, you have a chat bar, but it doesn't. You don't have a list of users that are connected.
Well, no. You got your chat, right? But at the bottom of the
Yeah.
chat, there's like three little lines, right? And if you click on that, it brings up a viewers list. So I don't know if,
Mm,
you know, you got that on your iPad. You could take a look. But
yeah.
but it was at the bottom.
Mm, huh. I have to look at it next time I do it.
Yeah.
I was doing it yesterday.
Well, you can do it on
Then,
anybody's. Like if I broadcast on Twitch, right, and you were
yeah.
watching it, you could still have that possibility of having the viewers list down at the bottom. You just click on it and the viewers list pops up.
Mm. Well, I can. You're on Twitch.
No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, that's right. You're on YouTube.
Yeah. That's gonna be an ugly shot, man. That's like T-ball. Christ, I wonder which way this ball's gonna go. Yeah, but doing the turn base, man, there's a four of us. After 9 holes, stop, go for a smoke, washroom break, munchie break, fucking whatever. You know,
Holy crap!
I'm
You're
not.
done it, eh?
Yeah, wait do you see where it ends up? Hey, hey, and it doesn't even roll back down, eh?
Yeah, let's hit that fucking shit.
You can hit any time, Billy. He's just, yeah, no, that didn't work. But you got to the other side of the hill.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see that.
yeah. Oh, another nice thing too that happened. Um, who was it? It was Mike and I. We were playing a turn base round, and just the two of us. And we only got a couple holes into it. Billy, he ended up coming in and starting, right? He said he'll
Yeah.
catch up. It's all right. I says, but when you get on the first tee, enable your turn base,
Ooh.
right? So he enabled it, and then next thing you know, Baz comes in, joins Billy on the tee. Well, the two of them caught up because I was trying to give Mike some pointers on what to
Yeah.
do. And
Yeah.
before, when they had it, if let's say him and I are doing turn base and somebody else comes in, they don't move off of the first hole with shots or nothing. They're on the first hole, 0 shots, and that's the way they stay even though they're playing. I guess now with this update, they progress through. So once they do catch up, we all kind of mold in together.
Huh.
You know, even though one person can come on, enable the turn base, and then when they catch up, they'll be included in there
Huh.
once they catch up. Pretty cool. What was that? 40 feet. 13, that's 70. 70. 94%. You pig. My bad. But they changed the swing on the last update. You don't have to slam the fucking thing forward anymore.
You had to slam it forward to get 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, they changed something and this update they brought out, something brought us down to the Xbox level. I don't know. But you know what? I like the
Huh?
swing. Brought the controller down to the Xbox level. I don't know.
Okay.
Don was saying something about so many points of contact on the PS4 controller compared to so many on the Xbox. So
Oh, there's a better delineation or a more defined set of points on the PlayStation than on the
yeah,
Xbox.
yeah,
So, okay, that even pisses me off even more to hear that, though. You know what?
oh
Because that means that basically somebody on the Xbox is going to get a straighter shot, or used to get a straighter shot than somebody on the PlayStation.
yeah,
So then they have this the fur, where they combined everybody, not
yeah,
only the PS guys, but the Xbox guys with the PS4 guys. you know, okay, well, no, the PC guys, they're not shooting with their rulers and stuff, so okay, that aside. But you still have this fact that the Xbox has less refined and therefore less damage from shank burning.
yeah.
Right down,
What's that?
right down beer, and then I got a Coke.
Yeah, I'll go for a smoke in a sec, Billy.
Yeah, that's a couple of chairs for a comfort, man.
Over there? Yeah, it is 4 o'clock. Yeah, bang on. Tea time in England.
Yeah.
Oh, jolly good. I'll be back in a minute.
I'm just gonna have a cup of tea.
Pip pip, cheerio.
So while you're having a smoke, I'll have a cup of tea. You're gonna start off the background.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So did he ever combine all 18 holes into one course again, or if he just left the two nines?
No, no, he took the original that he did, the full 18 holes,
Yeah.
right? And he published it. And that's the one we first played, right? But there was a lot of
Yeah.
stuff on there, and you did get a little bit of stutters on it, eh?
Yeah. I
It
thought
took,
you said he withdrew it.
yeah, but once you publish it, it stays, right?
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
so then he pulled it back, right? So you got a copy of it now, right?
Yeah.
So then he took the back nine off, published the front, and then he pulled the full thing back again, took the front off, published the back, and just labeled them, front nine, back nine. And he had to change the flag color due to the fact that
Huh?
it's stupid due to the fact that if you want to make a 9-hole course on here, you can't start on hole number 10. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It's always 1 through 9, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
he had to change the flag colors to um, like blue and white or black and gold or something with no numbers on it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one thing they should change. You know
Sure.
that you should be able to start on 10 because golfers
Yeah.
do start on 10 even when they're doing a tournament, right? They go 10
Yeah.
through 18, then they go 1 through 9 because there's too many golfers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You should be able to pick a range of holes to play too if you need to.
what do you mean?
Well, even though, I mean, you're talking about the course itself. I'm talking about if you actually, as far as I know, you can't sit there and say, "Hey, let's play the last 4 holes of this course."
Yeah,
I don't even think you can sit there and say, "Let's play the par 3
No, you can't. Can't do that. Oh, I know what I gotta do before I go for a smoke. This goddamn Scruffy sent out a goddamn blast message. You know me, that's one thing I hate.
Me, I message you back.
Yeah,
You leave. I don't even have to message you back. I just have to keep your message. I
yeah,
can start a chain from that thing.
yeah. And look at this shit now.
Like, I
Yeah,
mean, if you're gonna add this shit, at least make it go fast.
look at this shit.
Yeah, I can't even go get your message because I've got you streaming here.
Yeah, you can. Just push the PS button.
Yeah.
Okay, here. I'll give you a heads up here. All right. When it comes up in the top left that you got a message, you can see the PS button flashing,
Yeah.
right, when you're streaming or when you're watching a
Yeah.
stream. Push that while the PS button's still up there on that thing, right? It'll
Yeah.
take you right to the message. And then when you're done, all you got to do is hit the circle and you'll go back to your stream.
Okay. Yeah, but that won't let me know you have missed that.
That's right. But look at that shit. You know, like you putting stickers in there now. Oh, did you see the message they sent you?
No, because I have to leave the stream if I do.
Oh, yeah, but finding a stream now is so easy.
Yeah, that's true, but then you gotta go through loading it again. Oh well, okay, I'll go look
Oh,
at it.
these stickers shit for messages. Like really?
I'm back. Oh,
I haven't gone yet, Billy.
you haven't done with that name yet, huh?
I haven't gone for a smoke yet.
Oh,
We're talking to Milt. You know, like what do I need the stickers for? You know?
It's kind of, the whole emo shit. Well, there's the whole emo thing going on. You stickers that have been sprayed to it.
Yeah, but if you haven't, you got a few categories there that you can. You know, and, ooh, I think I'll use a little Big Planet one. You know.
Oh, yeah. Actually, there wasn't anything there for me except for the ones that were at the very top, and
Yeah,
then all of a sudden now I've got some other ones that are really nice.
yeah. You just scroll over them, and the other ones appear.
Yeah, but it took a while for them to load
Yeah.
because they weren't there. There wasn't anything underneath that top list.
But the nice thing is too, they got the friends thing working again. You know how on your XMB bar there, right?
Yeah.
It's say three, and you go into your friends, and you got 12 online,
Oh, yeah.
right? So they've got that working again.
Does it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. And now you don't break it down between online friends and offline friends. It's friends.
Oh, yeah. How do you get to your friends that aren't online?
Well, if you go to your friend and you push the options button on the right hand side, you'll see sort by online or whatever, right? So I got mine to sort to online.
I'm just say it's blocked.
Oh, really? There
That's what
should.
it says.
Well, you block somebody?
Cause I, well, yeah, I got a whole bunch of people I've
No,
blocked
no.
from
Like when you're
online.
when you're in your friends list,
Yeah,
right?
I'm in my friends list.
Okay. Just go to the first one and highlight it. Don't go into it.
Yeah, okay.
Push the options button. You should be able to sort by or sort.
Yeah, sort by. Yeah.
So, and you got the online. So if you click on that, anybody that's online will be at the top.
Yeah. Oh, it shows you the whole fucking
Shows
list.
you the whole list. So that's why I went by the online. So, you know, anybody that's offline will be out of sight, out of mind.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, well, that's how mine is, but, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I don't know that I like that.
Oh, I don't mind it. As long as I can see who's online at the time. It's better than seeing who's online, five people, and you know what? They're scattered throughout. You
Oh,
know,
no, mine was never like that.
no, no, I'm saying with that way they've got it,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
right? Because now you got your online and offline all together, right? I'd rather see five people online at the top than five people online through 1 through 30, and you got to find out who it is. And I'll be back.
yeah, I mean,
I'll be back. I'm just gonna go for a smoke. Then. All right. What's that?
Uh, just getting horrible.
Yeah. Well, that time I posted on Twitter, right? Something about the online play some guy posted on there. You want to do that, you might want to get, Rory.
No,
And then,
because
no,
you
no.
can't.
But this was when Rory, before Rory came out, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
then HB sent back, something about, I was working on it. And I put back the HB. I says, I've been hearing that since February.
Yeah. Well, that was part of the payment because he just it was acceptable in that
Yeah.
language region.
And he's
He
another one
used
that
it
kept,
for everything, didn't he? Agree with it for everything.
yeah, he's another one that, kept saying, oh, they're working on it. So fucking hand me that fucking shit.
Yeah. Well, I still want to ask him because I think it was him that told me this, and I said I'll believe it when I hear it or see it. But he was talking about Guitar Hero, right? It
Yeah,
wasn't Guitar Hero, something like Guitar Hero, anyway. And he said that they were going to use you could use all your old instruments from Guitar Hero on PlayStation 3, and I said, I bet you won't be able to do that because it doesn't have that chip in there.
yeah,
They said, oh no, they're going to make it work. I'm going, okay, I don't think they can, but all right, if Sony does that for them, then Sony will do it. That should have to do it for everybody.
yeah.
But the live, folks.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just seeing you. Come on.
And so I always wanted to ask him. I said, hey, does Rocksmith is his name? So, do your instruments now work on the PlayStation 4? Because I don't think they will.
Yeah. I don't know.
Good livelihood.
Beamer was all right when I first met him, but
Yeah,
he's changed.
yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. He's changed.
Huh.
You know,
Well, I
I
don't
to,
think any.
I told him, I told him and Richard. I says, I says it's gonna be nice when this new PlayStation thing comes out, because then you can break down, into groups, right? So Don can have Richard in on his friends list, right? And everybody else can be a fill-in for when Richard's not around.
Yeah. I don't get what you mean. What are you talking about?
Well, seems like Beamer only comes into people's rooms when Richard's not around. Other than that,
Oh,
other than that, he's with Richard.
yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I made a joke.
I
Why did Richard cross the road with Beamer? Because his dick was stuck in his ass. Fucking that's why.
the other way around, wasn't it? Oh, okay, yeah, I know that. Uh, oh yeah. I mean, for the most part, other than that one time that, well, actually, anytime with the golf club, I think he's always been. Anytime I've had any negative commentary, he's always been kind of defensive about it. But um, and that's actually one of the reasons why I, kind of like Al because Al has about the same negative comments about the game as I do.
Yeah,
And so I figure, he's in there talking to Beamer, and Beamer gets pissed at the both of us or something. I don't know.
yeah.
But then the other time was with that Rocksmith one, and I'm just going, I don't think so. But hey, if it happens, it happens. But I still doubt it. He's got real defensive on that one too.
Yeah,
And but the other one, but then the only other time I've ever talked to him was when we were playing Project Cars here and doing racing.
yeah,
And he was sitting there at first, getting, if you do this, do that, you do this. He's kind of like you, talking like you were talking. The only thing is he doesn't back it up because then he has this friend of his that's playing, and the goddamn guy's ramming me.
yeah. Well, we got into a discussion there one time, and I think it was about the golf club and that, in regards to this. He started raising his voice to me,
Yeah,
right? So I flipped him off my friends list, right? And then I sent him a message. I
yeah,
said, or no, before that, I says, don't ever raise your voice to me. Speak civil.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, then don't.
Then we talked further more, didn't we? And said, what did you need to do?
Yeah, why am I so miserable?
What else did you say? Well, but that's the thing that I noticed about him is that he does get defensive about this. And, as far as I'm concerned, any comment that I have or you have or Billy has or Al has about, hey, it needs to do this, it needs to do that. You just want to see the game get better. It's not good enough. As far as I'm concerned, it's not good enough. That's why I don't play it. Uh, but I would if they just do a few more things to it.
Yeah.
And quit doing these things. I mean, I don't. That probably doesn't cost them any time anyway. But hey, I don't care about the thing. I'm not building courses. Make something in the game that will make them come back to the game.
Yeah, but that's one thing why he's defensive because he's a designer, right?
Yeah, I know.
And he wants to
Yeah.
build courses. Well, you know why he wants to build courses? Because he can't play the fucking thing.
Yeah.
He's never up in
Well,
competition with anybody.
I don't remember playing with him. I can't remember if we ever played around with him even.
Oh yeah, I played rounds with him, and he's nowhere near where we are.
Hmm.
And why is that? Because he's too busy building courses. He doesn't want to take the time and get the feel of the game.
Yeah.
My
Which maybe is the other thing. It would have been better if they, separated the two out. But
well, the day Mike and I were playing, and I was telling you Baz and Billy joint, right? Mike had come to me before they come on. He says, "Hey, you mind if we play around and I pick your brain? You know,
yeah.
because he wants to learn. How do you calculate the wind? How do you calculate the
Oh,
yardages? How do
pick
you?
your brain. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because he wants
What's
to
his name,
learn.
Mike?
His name's Sonic Pan on here.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I thought you meant when you said pick your brain. I thought he was talking to Beamer about making golf courses or something. Pick his brain.
No, he wants to be able to play the game and be able to compete,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Beamer just wants to build courses and say, "Hey, look what I did."
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, there's all different kinds, right? You got designers, you got
Yeah.
players, you got designers and players.
Yeah.
Like Colin Mafia, he designs and he plays well.
Yeah. Yeah. I would suspect, generally speaking, there's going to be people that play it well that are designers too. But in fact, it actually kind of surprises me that Beamer doesn't play it that often as a player.
Oh, he does.
But
He does, but he's just not progressing.
yeah, he'll probably just tries his own course to see how it works.
No, well, when the three of us, me, Richard, and him, were there, we'd play, right?
Yeah.
But Richard and I were always close, and Beamer was nowhere around.
Uh,
You know, I think he was more along the lines of playing the course and check. Oh, look what this guy did. Look at all the rocks on here. He's got a rock fetish. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, well,
Yep.
he don't like rocks. And I said to Baz, I says, well, maybe when he was a kid, people threw rocks at him and he don't like them. You know? So I don't know. Shouldn't be any rocks on a course. Oh,
Well,
okay. Yeah, he's put the black and gold
yeah. Well,
flags in on this
boxing,
one.
PCC boxing has got tons of rocks on it.
Yeah, in real life. Yeah,
Yeah, in real life.
yeah.
Just thinking of what courses actually have lots of rocks in it. That's a different parking lot. Well, even to some extent, so does Pebble Beach, although it's mostly but still
Yeah. Nice thing on here too is when you're designing the course now, you can actually make the fringes bigger. You can adjust the width of the fringe for the green.
Yeah,
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 I like that.
yeah. He's got a really
Oh,
good screen share, doesn't he?
yeah. Oh, nice shot, Billy.
Yeah, we're giving it one quick more. Get rid of quick because of no.
Oh,
All right. Almost. Yeah, that hole almost pulled out there.
yeah.
Don't dump it.
I remember when Billy first got this game, but now, he's shooting rounds in the negatives.
Uh-huh.
He was persistent. He kept at it.
That's how he does what he does. Yeah.
And what is it you say? You beat Beamer. You beat Beamer. You beat Beamer.
Yeah.
We'll just do a flyover of this hole here, the next one we go into. To me, he's done a really nice job laying this thing out. Put steps in there up to the green, and you know,
Yeah. It looks nice. I mean, it really looks nice.
yeah. Well, you'll see when it goes to the next tee on the stream.
Yeah. The shell fell over in there. Oh.
All right, but you see, he's put the bridges in. He's put the flowers in. Cart path up to the bridge. Cart path beyond the bridge.
Yeah.
Steps up from the little water area there.
Yeah. I can see it's just as good as it gets. But
Yeah,
yeah. I can see where he's got all that stuff in the pond and he's got one lily pad sitting in the pond and shit.
yeah,
Pretty good. You can tell right off the bat that he's got a lot of action.
yeah. And that's why the full 18 has got the little stutter to it.
Yeah. Yeah, they should fix that too. I don't know why they haven't fixed that. Their graphics are slow, especially when you go back to home.
And I guess he's got some large plants in there. And I said to Baz, I says, "Oh man, what'd you do? They got nuclear plants in there, or what? Look at the size of those bloody things." Well, I guess Beamer criticized him for it, eh?
They look normal to me.
Baz just flew off the fucking handle at him.
I don't see what's so unusual about them, to be honest with you. They look normal to me. It looks like somebody's blown them over. Right. Huh.
Nice. You got some good designers on here. There's a guy, Arctic Fury. He did Freshwater Golf and Country Club.
Mm-hmm.
He put a lot of detail into that. Man, that's a nice fucking course.
Huh. Well, somebody's in the top end.
See? When you get the view of the next one, check out the rocks, or it should say boulders, that he's got in here. But you know what? It still makes it look nice. Like even on the right hand side there, you see going down the
Yeah.
fairway, it looks like a rock cliff.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like I said, people keep bashing it. Don't come to it. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Me either.
They're making the golf course in a where
Here
maintenance was.
you got the
That's actually a.
you got the view here.
I think that, go back and look at it. The where the U.S.
Chambers Bay. The sand was rock.
yeah,
It was granulated rocks.
yeah. They still don't have the grid going all over the whole green.
No, supposedly they can't do that.
What? Really?
Supposedly they can't do that, yeah. I don't know why you can't. It's just a matter of extending the grid. Okay, so the grid goes off the green. As long as you
Yeah,
expand it so that, no matter what size green you got a grid there.
yeah, yeah,
What's the problem?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, it goes out into the fairway. So what?
Yeah.
Then it covers the green.
Like I've really come to enjoy this game more.
Yeah.
My scores are a lot better.
You got a plus 8.8 handicap.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What does that mean?
Yeah, isn't that bad? Or
No.
is that good?
No, that's good. You're on the plus side,
Oh, plus. Okay. Minus.
right? Baz is point 0.3. Not plus
Oh,
point 0.3. He's point 0.3. But when they first started, they were like 20.
well,
Not,
20?
yeah, yeah. Well, no, it just says 20. There's no negative or plus sign in front of it.
Oh. Well, wait a minute. There's no negative or plus sign in front of it. Yours says plus
My,
8.8.
yeah, because I'm on that side where I give away holes. When there's no plus sign in front of it, then they take holes.
Oh,
So, they get a par. It's actually a birdie. And then if they're at 20, two of those holes are going to have extra ones on it. So if you get a par, it's actually an eagle. You know, nice putt.
oh. Yeah.
But those are guys that they wanted to get into being able to compete and asked for help.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'll work with you anytime. You know, help you out where I can. I never got a
Yeah.
problem with that.
No, I mean, most people don't.
Oh, there's some people. He says like you're one of the few that doesn't get upset or you know actually work. So not a very upsetting game.
Maybe the wrong people, then I'd say.
Well, yeah, but there are people out there like you watch Scruffy's stream, right? He gets right down about you know Anthony Kine or whatever the guy's name is.
Anthony Kiner.
Yeah, you know the guy at HB.
Oh, yeah, he gets on his case. Or
Oh,
they play with.
big time. Oh no, they've actually got him. They've got him banned from the forums on HB. Yeah, they've got him blocked in the Twitch feed. So you can't post any messages up there because yeah.
Well, so, but he's sitting there also complaining on his stream about him? Is
Oh
that
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Oh. So if he's playing people, he's not bitching at him. Hey, it sucks, man. You shouldn't have hit it there.
Scruffy rarely plays against people.
Oh,
He's usually by himself majority of the time. He might have somebody in his chat room, right, talking to, but usually when you see him playing, he's by himself
yeah. Oh,
because all he wants to do is get the global records on the courses,
oh, okay.
right? So he starts off, and if it's not a good start, boom, you see him restart again.
Oh,
Right? But everybody's got their thing, the way they want to play, right? His is
yeah,
he wants the global records.
yeah.
So
See, I think I'd play this game more if they just had built-in tournaments.
make your own tournaments.
No, no, built-in tournaments. They need to do that. So they have a leaderboard so they don't have to go to a fucking website run by a bunch of people that I have no idea who they are.
Well, HB still got their tournaments that they run, suggested tournaments or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but they go forever. They never end.
I don't
Because they don't have a leaderboard.
I don't know. When we finish this game, I'll check.
Yeah, they go forever. At least the ones when I was playing, their tournaments never ended.
Well, you got a guy doing. I don't know who it is. Is it Cleve? Cleve 24. Somebody's setting up these real course tournaments, right? And
Oh,
whoever does a real course, and it's 12 courses in the tour. Yeah, they don't close. They don't close. But the thing is I can play a shitload of rounds with friends, or nobody's on. I can go into the tour there and do one of those courses, two of those courses, whatever the case. And he's put out version 1 and version 2. Well, I'm only going to play it once. I'm only going to play it once. So once I'm done, I'll just wait for the next version to come out. Yeah, look how slow the stream is. That's Billy just putting out there, and I've already teed off.
yeah, yeah. It's not bad though. I mean, that's what you expect.
I think this is the hole here I should have let you do the flyby on. I don't know if I can do a flyby on here. No.
See, one thing I'd ask Bad, is everything Bad?
Yeah.
What's that big green thing over there on the left?
It's just like a hill. Like look at the detail this guy's put into the course.
Look at what?
You know,
Yeah.
he's got a cart path going in under rocks, and you'll see that after Billy hits, right? I'll take you back, and you can see it. It was just after the tee. But like I say, here's a guy that's put a lot of time into this. Like I say, 4 weeks he's put into it. But you see the cart path there. I get it down a little lower,
Yeah.
right? And you can see the cart on the path, and the path goes in under the rock.
Yeah.
The imagination, you know?
Mhm.
Look at that. That looks cool.
Yeah, it does. Sure. And that hill on the side there, though, totally distracted.
Oh, it's hard to put hills in on these things, right?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It just looks kind of strange sitting there. Like El Capitan in Yosemite standing with rocks, you know.
Nice.
I mean, the hills that are right in front of Billy's golfer right now to the left, those look normal to me, but that one, it just kind of sticks out as being a little rectangular.
Yeah, on the rock of an overhang. Hey, you can sit
Yeah,
up under the rock and have like a picnic or something. Stay in the shade.
yeah, yeah, no, it's really nice. Really nice and nice.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna go or not. I got a 12 win behind me. I'm hoping for a big push. And what they did for the tournaments there is when they turned the wind on, right? So
Yeah,
for tournaments, everybody plays the same wind. That was when they turned it on. But now,
yeah,
But now that they've got this update out, it seems like the winds are changed a bit, right? Before they did this update, you get the wind in the tournament. If it's 12, you get a fluctuation between either 12 and 13 or 11 and 12. That was it,
Yeah.
right? Now I've played in some of the tournaments where you're playing in, maybe 13, 14 mile an hour winds, right? And as the game progresses, you might get it down to 6,
Yeah, and you might get it up to 20.
right? You know, but there has been times when we've been doing the turn base here, and I'm hearing the same wind that I see on my screen, where before it just used to be your wind,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the winds is, well, sometimes they're staying pretty close to each other. Thanks. Well, no, man. I've been playing a lot more of this golf since the last update.
Hmm. They had an update for private cars, and I think they fucked it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it crashes more often now than it used to, and they changed the brake assist.
Yeah.
Uh, the brake assist used to brake you really early, so you see the AI guy could go zipping by you as soon as you hit the brakes to your own. And now it doesn't brake you until really you take the gas off.
Yeah.
Um, but so you can get right up to, you can get real close to the curve, take the gas off, and it'll brake you really hard as you go into that curve.
Hmm.
Problem with it, the problem with it that I found is that it doesn't always work, and it depends on the. It seems to me it looks like they tied it into the AI,
Yeah.
and so there's times like for instance if you set your AI down really low, like I'll do on my steering mode, because I don't want to lose these guys. I want to keep advancing the steering mode as fast as possible. So they have trouble sometimes. That's actually how I got one of the filters too, by the way, was the manual gear one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I put manual gears, and you have to do manual gears and no assist. And so I used a cart, 250 cart, and I went to Hockenheim, and I set the AI guy. I made one lap, set the AI, and had one AI guy on it. And I set it down. Actually, I had three. I had to put in three, so I had one AI guy, one real user, and me. But if the real user doesn't show up, nobody comes in, then it doesn't matter. But a guy did come in, but then he left after he tried doing it for about half a lap. But I put the AI guy down to 0,
Huh.
right?
Yeah.
So the AI guy comes up to the first curve. Now I don't know if you remember what Hockenheim looked like, but he comes up to the first curve that's on that thing. That's going to be kind of it's about a maybe 110-degree curve, and he just basically stops. And it's like, okay, what do I do now? Oh, okay, I got to turn here. And then he goes and he continues on, and he gets to the next place where there's actually, it's almost a hairpin turn. And he gets to that, it stops. And, okay, this is even worse. And he just sits there for, like seconds at a time. It's hilarious. And so I'm sitting there, trying to do manual gears and anything on it, and I'm just going, oh shit, and then he's 100 yards ahead of me. He's already to that curve, and then you get to the curve, and you're still sitting at the curve. You go right around him, and I've won the race.
Nice try, Billy.
Mm-hmm. Some of those, it's really funny. When I first looked at the trophies for Project Cars, I go, oh my god, look at all these online ones. This is tough to get through. Those are the easiest trophies to get.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because all you do is you go in, you set up you set up your own course, you put in the conditions you want it and stuff, and you say, um, you know, like for instance, last night I was playing with 16 grid spots, but 8 of them are AI, and soon as you do that and you go in and you've got that sitting there, you can start that race right away. You don't have to wait for anybody.
Oh. Hmm.
So your immediate, if nobody comes in it's not, I usually give a qualifying time because you have to do that. You have to give a qualifying or a practice time and put AI guys in there. And then if you do that, you can start the race even though nobody's entered their turn. And you go in and you race it. And if nobody comes in before the qualifying's over, then the race starts up with just you and the AI guys. And the AI guys I can beat easily. So I end up, getting the wins that I needed for the podium, and also I'm still working on. I still got to get 50 podiums, but you just go and do it. And not only that, for that one, I find that most of the time I don't get more than 3 people entering a race, public race. They did races briefly at Brockton. I mean, their online stuff briefly in public time.
Yeah.
Because it used to be, I can remember Shift. I don't know if you played Shift or not.
No.
Shift on their online stuff, you basically went up and you just said, okay, give me a quick race. But I don't want a quick race where it has manual gears, right?
Yeah.
I want it to be this, this, and this. And it would go up and it would look for them, and if it couldn't find something, it would come back and say it's been finding it. But usually it would find something if you just, said, I don't want, it's got to be automatic, no manual gears. If they're willing to put up with the other stuff like no brake assist, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in theirs, so you just do that and you go in and you get into this thing and you sit there and you're in a room at that point. And you're just waiting for that room, and they'd be sitting there randomly going through the various courses, and people would say, no, vote on that one, I don't want that one. As opposed to what these guys do, which is whoever created the room picks the next course. And you can vote on it, but it's still picked by that guy. And if he voted out, the only thing I think happens there is he can say, I don't care who voted out here, we're going to do this one whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So you don't end up in this room. I used to remember sitting in shift, and I'd go in, do a quick race, and I'd go into that lobby, and I'd be sitting there, and you'd see guys come in, and when we finally started the race, we'd have like 12 people there.
Hmm.
Private cars, like I say, you rarely get more than 3.
Wow. I downloaded that War Thunder, that plane flying thing.
Yeah,
Mike was saying he had it, but didn't have anybody to play with, so I downloaded it.
yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
I
Well,
have it. I was playing it one time. I downloaded it. I haven't downloaded any extra things to use on it, but the only problem I had with that game was there might have been 2 problems I had with it. One was they didn't allow me to invert the y-axis,
oh yeah,
and if you don't allow me to invert the y-axis, I can't do anything with the first-person shooter type game. But it had another thing in there that kind of bothers me about those kind of games. It's free,
yeah,
but if you want to buy it, they give you a Sherman tank for whatever.
huh, yeah.
And then they give you some kind of airplane, like a UO-1 airplane or something like that. If you want a Panzer, or if you want a A1A M1A1 Bradley, not Bradley. What's the M1A1 called? The Bradley, isn't it? Bradley? Bradley.
Uh,
First National. Anyway, whatever.
thanks.
If you wanted one of those, you had to go buy it.
Yeah, no, not interested in that. And I'm hoping it's a
That's how.
hoping it's a co-op thing, right? Because that's what I like to
No,
play.
no, there's no mission kind of thing. It's just war, just PvP. But I mean, it looks like it could be fun. That probably is fun. What I'm doing before.
And you'll see when get to the tee on the next hole, the hill he's got on the side there. That
Yeah,
that looks like a
the
hill.
hill's not so bad because it's not so tall.
Yeah. Next week should have see what the PlayStation Plus free games are. Yeah. Oh.
The only thing I get tired is I keep thinking about, man, we got to expand they don't have Montreal, they don't have Circuit of Americas.
Yeah.
They have,
Thanks.
they don't have, how come I'm looking over at the Grand Tour myself? Maybe it's the one that they say is the Grand Tour of Australia, not the, that course. Anyway, yeah, but then they don't have Shanghai, and they don't have Singapore, and they don't have Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of courses throughout the world that they have.
Oh, nice try. Too bad that wasn't the other side of the flag.
Yeah, that's you got it.
Oh, went right in.
That goes root for a whole round,
Nice.
I guess. Good coffee.
Yeah, ninth hole. Smoke time anyway, brother. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Hey,
Oh, he's just muting. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, good game, man. Yeah.
yeah, touch of the night, well.
Yeah, off for your tea, are you?
Yeah, that one's close.
All right. Sounds good.
See you later.
All right, buddy.
Put the other right here.
Who? Oh, that's
No,
they're at work.
okay.
Yeah, they're
I
I can say they're at work.
Anyway, thanks for going. Yeah,
All right, man. Take care, Billy.
you do.
All right.